This thing's working absolutely awesome now. Five shots, 5 hits at 150 on 8-inch steel. I'm sure they're all dead center. Scope caps optional. Welcome back to Mud Lake Ranch. Today we're here with an upper from Bear Creek Arsenal, and this one is a AR-10 chambered in 243 Winchester. Now, I'm attracted to bizarre and unusual calibers of AR-15s and AR-10s. Now, 243, better known for being a lightweight capable deer hunting cartridge, typically used by folks who favor less recoil or to introduce youngsters to hunting. So this is a big boy AR-10, and so what's different about this gun? So first of all, I opted for a classic rifle style stock. It's got a rifle length gas system in this gun. The magazine is a pinned 5-round. Now for 243 in an AR-10 platform, it uses the same footprint as 308. So this is a standard 308. This is a steel box mag that I opted to have in the 5-rounder and pinned. So that's why it's in the gun. Want to get that out of the way early. We are in a compliant state, in a state that requires the magazine to not drop, to have the other contemporary features. It also does not feature a adjustable stock, so we're safer in multiple ways, licking those boots, as they say. So let's walk through this upper receiver. The Bear Creek Arsenal AR-10 features a 15-inch split M-LOK rail, so it has a Picatinny rail that ends for a short portion, allowing you to add your lights, what have you, or your front sight. It features a forged upper receiver, a 24-inch stainless steel 1/8 twist barrel. It's 416 stainless steel, and it has a typical Bear Creek Arsenal muzzle device. The barrel is also a lightweight barrel, so it's a thinner contour, and it saves about a pound over similar barrels of this length. I've outfitted it with a rubberized Magpul grip. The lower is from Anderson Manufacturing. Big fans of theirs. Up top, we've overdone it. So some of you folks have probably already gotten the comments to give me crap about this. But up top, we have a Swamp Fox Optics, and this is a 3x18 by 50. Yeah, little larger than you need for this gun. 3x9 by 40 would be adequate. I have 2, but those are going on muzzle loaders for upcoming videos. Up front is also a CV Life bipod. This gun is quite long, so it doesn't fit on the bench very well. We're going to give that a try, and if it doesn't work, we're going to run it on the Sunway Photo Gun tripod over here. Great tripod. It is a carbon fiber, super lightweight, and very precise adjustments on that. So let me know what you think in the comments. I love that I went with the classic stock on it. Some people may choose to have a different opinion on that. But anyway, we haven't shot this gun. We haven't bore sighted this gun, but we are going to get some shots downrange now. We're going to target set up, say that's 70-ish, 75 yards, 75. We'll get it on paper. If I miss paper, I'm going to go grab a gigantic box to at least get something going here. So I think I covered everything about that upper. It is a rear charging, doesn't have dual charging, doesn't have side charging, and is a DPMS low profile lower receiver here from Anderson. So DPMS footprint fits the Bear Creek Arsenal, and as you'll find, Bear Creek Arsenal doesn't exactly match up exactly because there's no standard for AR-10 lowers that's consistent, even DPMS, between Aero Precision and Anderson and Bear Creek and Palmetto. There's slight differences, and this one fits fairly well. It does have a bit of an overlap that you'll see on both sides where the upper receiver overlaps the lower, but it pairs up okay. This cycles with dry fire. I have not shot it, so let's see what this thing does. All right, we got a little bit of an awkward setup going here. This barely fits onto the bench because I have the bipod almost all the way forward the rail, and it's a longer gun. So we'll see if we can fit it on here okay. Today's video ammo sponsor is Remington. We're shooting Remington Core-Lokt Tip 243 95 grain. So thank you to Remington for providing the ammo for today's video. People like these guys make these videos possible. All right, so the stupid looking thing on my head, if you can see it, is not for decoration. It actually helps repel deer flies and horse flies. And if you didn't notice during the intro, I think I took 3 deer fly bites. Now, before that, I was wearing this during setup and didn't get any. So I'm going to give up my man card, wear the dragonfly on my head. So wingman dragonfly, check those out if you're in an area that is, prone to insects that bite ferociously. But they're working so far. I have one on the bench. I have one above the camera to keep them from swarming the camera, and I have one on the gun tripod, one on the gun tripod behind me, as well as the one positioned effectively directly over my hat. And since I've put this back on, I haven't incurred another bite. They do come by. They are curious. They occasionally will land, but I have not been bit again. All right, we've already loaded 5 into the gun. We did use the Mean Arms MA loader for 308, and it did work. So just so you're aware of that, didn't have to crack the gun open to fill it. One's in the chamber, gun is on safe. We have not fired a shot yet. Way down there, I put up a Gallotech target. Gallotech doesn't make targets, but I got Gallotech gunwall in a couple days ago, and the boxes are huge. That's 3x4. And I figured it would make a great target for first shots on non-bore sighted guns. So this gun, giving ourselves best opportunity to hit something by putting basically half a sheet of plywood down there, but it's a box from Gallotech. Thank you, Gallotech. I'm upcycling your cardboard. Let's see how we look through this thing. First of all, I gotta move the stupid dragonfly over. All right, we're ready to rock here. Put it around center. There's actually a crease in that. I'm gonna hit it right on the end of the crease. I don't know where it hit, so I'm going to send one more down and then check it out. Maybe I'm not sending one more down. It says it cycled. Did it eject? Yeah, it ejected. Okay. Shit. Back on safe. I got a double feed going now. I have a disclaimer for you. I had issues with the other lower, not the upper that I'm reviewing. I switched lowers. It remedied the entire situation. This is an Aero Precision lower. That's an Anderson. And the Aero Precision works flawlessly. I'll leave a timestamp if you want to skip ahead to where we fix this firearm. Or this combination of upper and lower. But this thing works great now, and it's shooting accurately. We did dust a target at 150. Stick around, you're gonna enjoy this video on the Bear Creek Arsenal 243 AR-10 upper. Okay, I had one in the chamber. I don't know, the trigger did not want to pull. So I cycled and got a basically a function check shot. It didn't fire the gun, and when I cycled it, it was still in the chamber. And I cleared those two. Let's drop this. I'm going to watch this time. It's on safe. That appeared to go home just fine. All right, we are empty on 3, and those were the 2 that had malfunctions. I'm gonna walk down, see where we're at, and then I'll make some adjustments. The shots were not great. We have to go up about 7 inches, and we have to go over about 4. This is a scope that features adjustable turrets, open to turn. All right, that's our up, and we have to go left, right? We have to go right. 4, so. I probably should actually use the magnification this gun comes with. I had it set at 8, and it goes all the way up to 18. Elevation's close. Those bullets are within an inch of each other. Gull did not feed properly. All right. You can't see that, but the bullet's like going upright. Hey, it loaded that time. I didn't want to load 3, but since I was already doing it, so. We had another failure to load. We're close to being able to make an adjustment, but I haven't been able to cycle more than 2 yet. I should probably have not shown the break-in, but that's what we're doing. Few shots off camera, not many, but it's on target now, so that's good. Now we have to work on cycling. I would blame that one on the magazine. Well, that's close to home. Okay, we're almost through a box, and now I'm gonna finish off this box, then we'll shoot at real targets. I spent some time lubricating this thing. That one I blame the magazine. Now I'm shooting at the actual targets now. Oh, I thought I was gonna be spoiled to get to shoot 3. Safety's on, and that's what I've been experiencing on 3rd shot each time. What do you think? Magazine? Well, I got a 2-shot group. I guess I'm gonna try to do 3 in each one, and then I'll try sending it out a lot further and see what happens. I would say that's moving a little sluggish. It's pretty beat up. Shingle shot. Shits and giggles, I'm going to try to hit that Caldwell target out there. All right, we're going to zoom in on this target just so you can hopefully see the flash if I hit it. It's a white dot center screen. We're at 9 times zoom. I'm going to attempt to load 5 just for prayers. Miracles can happen, so let's see what happens. Gonna change my parallax. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. Did she flash? Oh, I knocked the steel off. Oh, that's not very effective. I'll drive out there and fix that. I shot the steel. It fell down. I don't know if we effectively demonstrated the Caldwell flashbang. Hopefully some green flash before it fell. But I hit it 150 on a 8-inch steel target, so that's good. It's a 2-shot gun. This should remedy the issue. I don't believe there's anything at all wrong with this upper, and I think I'm going to be recording a disclaimer in a second to put at the front of this video, because the upper includes the bolt carrier group and the bolt, driven by the buffer tube buffer, riding on the magazine, which in this case was a steel box. And I'm thinking there was something not jiving between the buffer weight, buffer spring, buffer, magazine that was causing it not to function. And thank you for sticking around for this long. I think we got 1 or 2 spots down there for accuracy left. This is going to be different with this huge magazine on here. Oh, my glasses. Crap, did I leave them in the gun room? Fudge ripple. Whoops, that was a little off there. All right, that was 10. 9th round had something go on, but hey, it works. Now we're going to do a little rat fire. It works. Bear Creek Arsenal, 243 upper. This thing is out of this world fun, and stay tuned. Is it accurate? All right, we're on yet another lower for this gun. Arrow worked great, and now we're on to try a Palmetto State Armory after the Anderson did not work. I'm back to wearing this bug on my head because when I took it off, so I'd look cool shooting, I got my man card back, but I also got attacked by swarms of bugs. So this thing works, and give it a like. I don't get anything from these guys except for the satisfaction of not getting bit by deer flies. So I still have to put the long target up. I still have to switch out the paper, get some more accuracy shots. But we're gonna first check the Palmetto State Armory in a DPMS footprint. I don't know what's holding that back. That could be a problem. I think there's the upper and lower a little bit too tight. Always a good sign when you get out the non-marring hammer. Doesn't look like it made it back far enough. Yeah, this lower is going to need some work with this upper. I don't think it's getting enough separation. We got a log jam up there. I'm going to go back to arrow. This thing's working absolutely awesome now. Minor fix, just that mag. And we are rolling now. No trouble getting through all 5 rounds. It's shooting accurate out to 150, no problem at all. I'm digging this thing now. What do you think of this? Almost used up all the ammo I brought out for today. We've shot 20, 40, 60, and we're working on 80 rounds. But hey, thank you to Remington for sending this out. Thank you to Swamp Fox Optics for providing the Swamp Fox. I believe this is the Kentucky Long, and it is a fantastic scope. A little bit more than this gun needs, but hey, when you want accuracy, you choose the best, like Bear Creek Arsenal. All right, so this is my next to the last group. Those 3 are in a 1/2 inch at 75 yards. That was the second group. That one is not good at all. And that was the 4th shot. And this was the rounds out of the arrow precision before I had the malfunction. All we're shooting at dead center. All are within 1 inch of center minus that flyer. So aiming here, these are all within 1 inch of center. This one's the only one outlier at 1.5 inches. Not traditional groups, so don't give me a crap about that. But we're putting up a new target. I'm going to put a bigger target because you guys will be more forgiving when I use a bigger target than those. Huh? You'll be like, oh yeah, he's way better because the target's bigger. Both of these styles of targets are from Optics Planet. As an affiliate of Optics Planet, I earn a small commission from your purchases made on opticsplanet.com. Use code MLR7 for 7% off at Optics Planet. Some additional redneck measuring. That's where I was aiming. We're talking not even the length of that cartridge for my error. So not bad at all. We're going to do 2 groups, that top and bottom target, and then we're going to wrap this thing up, give you our opinion. Bullseye. Bullseye. Oh, a little left, damn it. Oh, that was off in that aiming. I was moving, but I only hit one up, maybe 1 inch off. Dead center. I'd like to remind you, this is this is the Anderson again, and it cycled all the rounds. We did it. We did it. All right, we're going to put a few more in here because, well, you know what? I'll just go grab the target. Now we'll go put that steel back up. Okay, folks, these are shots out of a Bear Creek Arsenal 243 Upper. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inch target, 2 in inch, 1 within 1 inch of center, and then 2 second round of shots here, 1 dead center and 1 1/2 inch off center. Unbelievable. Very good shooting out of this 24-inch stainless steel barrel. Let's go get that steel set up and give you our final thoughts. All right, final thoughts on the Bear Creek Arsenal AR-10 Upper chambered in 243 Winchester. So just what did I think of this upper receiver? Well, we had our conflicts, and they weren't rooted in any issue with the upper itself. It was more of matching it with an appropriate lower that wants to function. This one struggled right away. I think my issue was the feed lips on the metal mag. One of them was slightly tapered up, and you could see some wear after we shot a few times, a lot of times, about 30, 40 times to find out what was causing our feed issue. And right at the end of the video, we got that sorted. So it worked really well with the arrow upper until my until my trigger pin decided to walk out of the frame. So that was interesting. And it did not like working with the Palmetto upper at all. Way too tight of a fit. So it will work with them. You just might need a little coercion and a little finesse. So what do I think of the Bear Creek Arsenal AR-10 upper chambered in 243? 243 is a great choice for a cartridge. And most of you are thinking that, why would you put that in an AR-10? Well, it's the length of the bullet to put it in an AR-10. It won't fit in an AR-15. Why would I want to run a traditional bolt action cartridge in a semi-automatic combat platform? Well, it's a 24-inch barrel, so it can be used for target, it can be used for varmint, and it can be used for smaller large game like deer or antelope or something like that. I don't have any antelope here, but for deer. So this is a good all-round cartridge for mid to large varmint and for deer. 243 is available in 55 grain to 105 grain bullets. So it gives you a vast selection of bullet sizes for the target you're shooting at, whether it be for sport or for game. This is set up with such a long barrel that it totally requires either the bipod setup, the tripod clamp setup, or a bench setup, because it's a super heavy gun, heavyweight forward, to be able to manage it. So practicality score, 243 AR-10 upper is not practical in any sense of the mean, but it's cool as heck. Why wouldn't I want? I mean, if you got to choose AR-10, you're likely to go with something like 308 or 6.5 Creedmoor, whereas I like crazy weird stuff like 8.6 Blackout, 243, maybe even 270 coming, or 300 Win Mag. Things that are unusual, help with the clicks. But this thing can be a capable hunting rifle. So on the practicality score, cartridge is a weird one. Not entirely practical, but practical for whatever application, despite the fact it's in something so bizarre and so long. So if you're thinking combat, this doesn't make much sense. It's also not a maybe 750 yards on a 243, comfortable at 300, 400. This thing shot good. All right, so practicality, back it up, Jared. Practicality score, it's affordable, amazingly affordable. That gives it some points. It comes in black nitride as well as stainless. All of them have the same handguard. So you have a couple of different options that adds to the practicality score. Affordability, common cartridge, eye candy, interesting cartridge, practical. 243 is kind of expensive ammo to shoot in comparison to other things you plink with, but not when you're thinking like 308. It's still probably a little more than 308 per round too. So that's going to bring that down to practicality. I'm going to go 5.5, probably the lowest, one of the lower ones I've given. Accuracy. This thing was surprisingly accurate, and Bear Creek Arsenal has a grand reputation for being affordable. But I've not seen many videos boasting of accuracy, and we were stacking bullets down there. And if you watch this channel, I suck. I'm not a very good shot, but I did get glasses recently, so that should help. I have a little bit of stigmatism over here, so I see double out of my right eye, the shooting eye. Maybe that's part of my problem. So anyway, accuracy was on point. Really nice, actually. I was hit steel at 150 before we had it fully sighted in, no problem. That would have killed a woodchuck at that distance, and that's fantastic. So I have no complaints, but I can't give it a 10 because I just can't. 9.4 on accuracy. 9.4 on accuracy for the Bear Creek Arsenal, getting a high score in accuracy. Some of you are going to shake your head. Anyway, Bear Creek Arsenal gun, accurate, and eventually reliable once we figured out what to pair it with. All of the malfunction with this gun were completely on the lower, in my opinion, and mathematically, scientifically, based on It was the lower. Finally, coolness factor, 243 AR-10. That's freaking cool. Stainless steel barrel. That's pretty cool. It's available in black as well. AR-10, 243. That's freaking cool. We're going to go 8. 8 for coolness factor. And now we're going to go shoot that long steel target again with the green flasher, so stick around for some bonus footage. Thank you for watching this episode of Mud Lake Ranch. If you found this video useful, helpful, or interesting, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Went to pick the target up, and it was broke off. The metal post was broke off at the dirt from years of being outside. So what I did was I tied it using a baseball belt of one of my kids. Oh, my scope cap's closed. No wonder I can't see anything. To the taller pole that's a bigger material that I can't actually use those steel brackets on. And it's up there now. I can see the green flash through my scope, no problem. Knocked it off. I was trying to shift the target over. It's still flashing. Anyway, I'll go get that thing and set it back up.